Feels a bit different to my Interceptor. Very flighty little bike this. I'd highly recommend one of these if anybody's interested. This is a lovely little bike, and I know clock's wrong. He has it disconnected when he's not using it. It's got a lithium battery on, so he disconnects it in case it gets any battery drain. It's a pretty cool morning, but it's acceptable again. And we're heading for Padgetts motorcycles in Batley, a very famous motorcycle dealers. They've got a TT race team as Batley, Padgetts, but he's considering swapping this. He keeps looking at the MT09. So today he's asked me, after they've serviced it, to get him a part exchange price, which I'll do, and they'll be happy to give us, I would imagine. I went to Skeggy on this before he passed his test to run it in for him. When I said it was a bit too cramped for me, when I got back I felt like I needed to go and visit a chiropractor, because I just feel a bit too crunched up. Maybe it's my age. Probably is, in all fairness. Call and put a bit of petrol in before we set off. We need to go on M1 to get there, but we're not gonna get on at junction 38. We'll get on at junction 39, I think. Traffic like this in the morning reminds me why I don't work days. Yeah, we get a bit of traffic in an afternoon, but it's only for a couple of hours. Once all lunatics have got home, then it's quiet. Well, what's it like in traffic? Pretty good, actually. Remember what I said, I don't like filtering, I don't see point, because I've plenty of time. I'm in no rush, I don't have to be there while 9 o'clock, and it's only 10 to 8. And we're away. Oh, it does handle beautifully, this. Completely different to that Interceptor. In fact, it feels a lot like my Tracer, but obviously smaller and a hell of a lot lighter. Stay there, you. Let's nip up here. It's a bit busy on M1. One of the first things he had fitted to this bike when he bought it brand new in 22 were these heated grips. Because Luke's got a condition called Raynaud's syndrome. He's got bad circulation in his hands, and his hands get absolutely freezing cold, like blocks of ice. And these Oxford grips are absolutely amazing. They're a lot better than the standard grips I've got on my Tracer. But I got them for Tracer because they integrate with dash. Which if ever I manage to get it out and show you, I'll go through it all. I hate morning traffic, absolutely hate it. It's a necessary evil today though, isn't it? Looks like a lot of this could be school traffic because there's a lot of kids about, isn't there? I can't remember this roundabout being here. That's how long since I've been up here. It must be for school. That queue what we saw for all that traffic, it's there, look. Some roadworks on there. We ain't waiting in that lot. Jesus, it is busy. Depart. Just look at this lot. Reminds me at times when I used to go down to London in lorry. That is one place I don't ever want to see again, London. I absolutely hate driving in it, hate it. Queue after queue after queue. That's a nice pub there. The old post office. Do a nice meal in there. These heater grips are lovely and toasty. Keep off at M1 as long as we can. We don't have to go at M1, but it's just easier to get to this place. Lovely. This is heading up to a little place called West Breton. You always get one, don't you, that wants to tailgate. Why do they do it? Why can't they just stick to speed limits? Why is everybody in such a bloody rush? Just don't get it at all, really don't. Absolute cock. Well, that tenner, it went from empty to full. So yes, the gauge does lie, people. As I'm sure most motorbike fuel gauges do. I don't think I could ride through winter, you know. I mean, I hate other drivers as it is. I think that's a lot to do with the job I do, though, that. But no, I'm I'm not that bothered about cold weather, to be fair. But after saying that, I am quite enjoying this. And it's not too bad. I think it's about 9 degrees today. So it's not exactly summer weather, is it? But it's not freezing either. I mean, at the end of the day, we don't have to go mad, do we? A lot of people, especially other drivers, tend to view motorcyclists as though they all ride like lunatics. Well, most of them do, from what I've seen, but I think majority, they're pretty sensible, or they appear to be. Oh, I can smell bacon. That smells nice. He's put a comfort seat on this. Well, it says sport on it, but I think it's called sport comfort, I think he said. And it's a lot better than standard one, I can guarantee you that. That's like sitting on a plank, that. Right, we'll see what joys there is on M1. Not that I'm expecting many. We're only on for one junction anyway. So I find this bike to be really good on motorway. I know he's got that little screen on there, but there's not that much wind blast really. It's pretty clean air. But then I don't buy bikes to go on motorway. I don't particularly enjoy motorway on a bike. But they're a necessary evil, aren't they? Now with magic and editing, we're off at M1. We turn left here onto what used to be, or is still called, the Mad Mile. And they used to drive that fast on it, they put a 50 limit on it. And usually there's a copper parked in a lay-by. I've seen it last few times I've been over this way. I bet it's caught a few and all. All that lot's heading into Wakefield. But luckily we are not. This is it, the start of the Mad Mile. Old Bill usually sits in this lay-by here, so as you come belting round that corner you've got no chance of avoiding him. You can't get into there because the lorries, obviously. I tend to stick to speed limits anyway these days, just like I've said a few times. Being an HGV driver, I can't really afford to lose my licence, can I? And I have been criticised for it, not riding fast. Hence why I now ride on my own, and I prefer to, or just me and Luke obviously, and I go out with an old mate of mine now and again on his Harley. But not seen him this year, what with one thing and another. Been a bit of a busy year. Straight on at this roundabout takes you to Dewsbury. We could go that way, but it tends to be a bit busy, so I'm going to turn right and go the other way, I think. I see roads are dropping to bits still round here and all. Nice, it's not just here, is it? It's countrywide. Get me every time, these lights, every time. But it is what it is. Quite enjoyed riding this morning. It's been a long time. Makes a really nice change. I think it's going to rain tomorrow, so I might have an off bike day tomorrow and see what it's like Thursday. If it's alright, I think I might get that Tracer 900 out for a little spin. This is notorious down here for these bloody speed bumps. They're really tall. But then, when you get traffic flying about on roads like this, they're going to do it, aren't they? Just a few minutes away from Padgetts now. Well, here we are, Padgetts motorcycles. Honda, Suzuki, Yamaha and Kawasaki Autorama down road. They own them all. Been here since 1959. And Clive, the owner, is an absolutely great guy. Very helpful, very friendly. A lovely selection of bikes here. Right, let's get in and get this booked in a bit.